Hey everyone, it's Amber. So today we're going to do a little project for you with the Coffee Cafe bundle. Now the bundle comes with the stamp set and with the coffee thinlets. And we're going to use about the coffee framelets. And we're going to use about 5 of those today. So we're just going to get started and start stamping some stuff, okay? Just get going. Hope you guys are having a great day. This is going to be uploaded while I am out of town, so I am in Boise right now. I don't know what I'm doing in Boise, but I'm in Boise right now. Okay, so let's start with, we're going to start with this, and this is a piece of Whisper White cardstock. We actually have a couple pieces of Whisper White that we're using, okay? And we're going to start with our basic black archival Stampin' Pad, okay? Now I have 3 different stamps I'm going to use with this. The first one I'm going to do is the coffee cup, okay? Now this is a photopolymer stamp set, okay? So they are the clear stamps, okay? And be careful you don't get ink all over your hands like I just did to myself. And let's get this lined up on here. And just push down. If you mess up, because I kind of feel like I messed up. I'm going to flip it over and do the other side, okay? Let me turn I'm going to stamp it this way instead. Yeah. Wait, I'm stamping on the wrong one, that's why. Okay. Let's stamp it on this one, because this is the one that I cut to the right size. And like that. And just hold it down for a second so the ink can absorb, okay? Okay. Now we're going to continue using our basic black. I'm going to stamp a couple other things. Now I'm going to use the big one. The first thing I'm going to stamp is the straw from the set with the basic black. Now because these are photopolymer, I just want to make sure that you keep it straight. They are, they're meant to bend, but because I'm going to be using the matching framelit for this, I want to make sure I keep it straight. Let's do that straight right there. Just hold it for a second to absorb. Okay. And I am not concerned with perfection with this one because I'm going to be stamping something else on top of it. Now this is the lid for the coffee cup. Now I found earlier with the lid, it just takes a little bit of extra ink the way it's designed. I got to make sure I really move it around on here. And this is my paper pumpkin block. You guys, I have so many different blocks. I need to get more of the Stampin' Up! Ones though, because those are my favorite, the regular Stampin' Up! Ones. The paper pumpkin is fine, but I like the rounded edges on the Stampin' Up! Ones. Okay, so now we are actually done with basic black. So I'm going to pull that and close it like that. So now we're going to do some stamping with Perfect Plum, and this is in the Regals section of the cards, the Regals category section. I don't know what you'd call that, but we're going to start with the Thanks a Latte, and I'm just going to bounce it, bounce it, bounce it. I'm going to do a test one. Okay, bouncy, 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 bouncy. And I am doing these all on the same piece of paper because we're going to cut them all out at the same time. Okay, okay. So there's our Thanks a Latte. And it's okay that I got some over here on the edge because I'm going to cut out just that circle. Now, this is going to be tricky from where I am. We are going to put some color on our straw. Let's see how we can do this. Look how cool that is. Colorful straw. Oh, that's actually turning out really well from where I am. Awesome. Let me do one more up here. There we go. Now we got even on that. We are done with our Perfect Plum. Put that out of the way. Stamp out of the way. We're going to stamp one more thing. Just get all of our stamping done at once, okay? We're going to use, this is the wood grain, okay? And this is a piece of Crumb Cake cardstock. And we're going to use Crumb Cake stamp pad, so it's tone on tone. So it kind of gives it a watermark look-ish. But I am going to actually, I'm going to ink it up. Now I'm going to do what's called Stampin' Off, okay? I'm going to stamp off to the side so it's an even lighter wood grain color. Okay, so I'll stamp off once, And then I'll stamp on here again, so it'll be a really, really slight watermark, okay? Very, very slight. And then we're done with crumb cake. Okay, that out of the way, move that out of the way. Okay, so now let me move these to the side for just a second while we do a few other things. We're just gonna kind of get everything set up to go, okay? So we're gonna start with, let's see. This is a piece of chocolate chip cardstock. It has been cut to 8.5 by 5.5, and I have scored it at 4 1/4. And then I am going to fold that in and use my bone folder to make it a nice tight crease. Okay, put that right there. Let's see. Now I want, this is a piece of the Delightful Daisy Designer Series paper. I'm just going to put this on this piece of, is this Wild Wasabi? Let me double check, because I get confused sometimes. I think it's Wild Wasabi. Yes, it's Wild Wasabi cardstock. Okay, so I'm just going to take this piece that has been cut at 4 inches long by 3/4 of an inch wide, and this piece of Wild Wasabi is 4 inches wide by 5 1/4 inches tall. I'm going to put this about right here. Okay. And then I have a piece of the Perfect Plum cardstock that has been cut at, okay, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So this is going to kind of just nest in here just very slightly so you can slightly see the Perfect Plum, okay? I hope this is all making sense. I kind of feel like I'm talking really fast. See, very slim around the edges of the Perfect Plum. Now this piece is going to nest right inside here on the chocolate chip. Now I didn't cut a piece of white or very vanilla to put inside, but I will do that later for when I send this, because the dark colors are difficult to write on. Well, they're not difficult to write on. They're difficult for people to see later, okay? So let's do that, very thin. Okay, now I'm going to set this to the side while I grab my big shot. Okay, so I hope you can see everything in frame. I tried to set it up so you would be able to. So let's start with, let's see. I'm going to start with my cup and my wood grain. Now, okay, so the cup is going to fit perfectly, right? So the framelit fits perfectly around the cup, okay? Now for the wood grain thing, I'm actually using the Thinlit that makes it look like corrugated cardboard. And it's not the same size. This is going to be like our, the little thing you put around the edge of the cup to keep your hands from getting burnt. So I did not want it to fit perfect, obviously. I just wanted kind of to get the slight effect of the wood grain look. Sorry if I'm shaking everything that you guys are seeing. Okay, oh, and it took that off there for me. Okay, so see, there's my scrap piece right there. And the way this is designed, you can use the Stampin' Up! Has a die brush you can use and a little pad you put it on, but I don't have that, so I just use my paper piercer and pop it out. I don't know if you could see, it's got that corrugated effect. It's very subtle, but then the wood grain kind of brings out the corrugation. So I'm going to move that to the side. Get those out now that I've already used them. And grab this bad boy that is perfectly cut for me right there. Now we are going to take these 3 and cut them all at the same time. Okay, so we're going to do our Thanks a Latte. Oh. Thanks a Latte right there. Here is our lid and our straw. Okay. This is just the regular platform. If I had the magnetic platform, I could have cut all 5 dies at once. But I tried that in my test, and it didn't work, and that cracking is normal, by the way. That cracking is totally normal, okay? The plates crack, they make noises, not a big deal. Okay, so there's that one, and my straw. I'm just gonna push it through. There's my straw. And we are done with our Big Shot for now, so I'm just going to put this back in here and get that out of the way. Now let's see. Oops, sorry, shaking everything. Okay, so now we're gonna start putting some stuff together, okay? Let's see. I'm gonna show you some little tips and tricks, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach my corrugation to the front of my cup. And I feel like it should be down lower, but it ends up being higher. Just a little pro tip for you if you get this bundle. It doesn't fit the right way down lower. You got to put it about 2/3 of the way up. And then I line up one side, and if you line up one side, the other side will be lined up as well, okay? So there's that attached around it, like the little corrugation. And this is, okay, my next trick for you. Okay, so we're gonna put the cup top on, okay? Now our snail adhesive is wider than this, so I'm gonna flip this over and line it up with the top of my cup, okay? And I'm going to actually put adhesive on both these sides at the same time. I'm just gonna hold it down and just do it, kind of run it down the center of where they meet, okay? So if I pick it up, they're kind of stuck together, but if I go like that, they are not anymore. And now you don't have a super amount of extra adhesive on the back. Just a tiny bit. Push that down, make sure it really sticks. I don't know if you can tell, it's overlapped a little bit, but not like it would be if you had done the huge side of it, okay? Now we're gonna put a strip of snail on the back like this, and take our straw, turn it over, and just line that up right there so that part of it is out of the cup like that. Put that to the side. Well, kind of put it to the side because we're going to do something with it in a second. Sorry, I'm having issues. Okay, so now we're going to use our Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of our cup, the regular and the minis. I'm excited about the minis. Let me show you how I use these first, okay? Now, they are a little bit harder for me to get out this first row, so I actually have started using my paper piercer to get them out, okay? And that makes it easier for me to line them up where I want them to go. I want these little minis on the back of the straw so that it doesn't fall down when I put it on the front of my card, okay? So there's my 2 minis. I don't need the paper piercer anymore for that. And then I'm gonna put, 4 or 5 on the back. About 5 of the big ones on the back of my cup. I wanna put one in the middle so that it stays up better. Stays up better, I don't know if that makes sense, but it made sense in my head, okay? So now we're going to take this, put it on our card front right about here, okay? I like it at kind of an angle. Let me peel off my little backings. I was gonna pre-cut everything out of the Big Shot and just go from there, but I know it's nice to see the Big Shot at work so you guys can see what's going on with it. Oh, that backing didn't come off. So I did not do that. If you guys want me to do that in the future, just let me know, but I like showing how the Big Shot works and showing you that it does make weird noises sometimes, but those are completely normal. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right here. Okay, and take my Thanks a Latte. I'm actually gonna put it right here, just kind of offset it a little bit as well, on a couple of dimensionals, a couple of full-size dimensionals. Okay, 1 and 2, which I probably could have used the mini for this one too, but I like the full-sized on this one. Okay, right here. And now we are not done. We're gonna use some of our new rhinestone basic jewels. This is how they come now. And yes, some of the glue made them slide over a little, but those ones are still usable. They just slid a little in shipping. So the old ones had long strips on them to use. And look at, these ones look more sparkly than my old ones. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I feel like they are more sparkly. But okay, but that's besides the point right now. So now we're going to take some rhinestones, and we're going to use our paper piercer again. We don't need snail anymore, so let me put that out of the way. I'm going to take, and I just slide the paper piercer underneath it. I'm going to put one right here. One right here. And one right here from the biggest ones on the sheet. I'm going to put some up here too, of the smaller ones on the sheet. Okay? Oop. Apparently I'm sliding things around. I will take care of that later. It's stuck to my hand. Now it's stuck to something else. Okay. So I'm going to take 3 of the small ones, and I'm going to put them up here. And these ones I'm not going to do in a straight line. I'm going to do one there, and then one to the right of it, and then one below it. One to the right of it, and one right there below it. And that is our card with the Coffee Cafe bundle. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys on Friday at 11 o'clock for the Jam and Stamper Live. Bye guys, have a good one.